What's up guys, it's Chad here, and I'm bringing you my review for Has-Been Heroes. Has-Been Heroes is a game developed by Frozen Byte and produced by Game Trust. Has-Been Heroes is a roguelike, action-packed strategy game that has you playing as three Has-Been heroes, who were once part of a big group of heroes, but sadly they are all dead. And yes, I did say they are Has-Beens, as they did save the kingdom way back in the day, but now they are old, and they're called upon by the king to complete the most epic quest of all quests that could ever be completed, which is to escort the twin princesses to their school, which is pretty epic if you ask me. And of course, while you are escorting these twin princesses to school, you are going to run into trouble. I mean, why else would you be called upon to protect them if you weren't going to run into trouble? And while you are fighting this trouble, as you can see at the top of the screen there is a yellow bar. That is the time limit that you will be fighting for. Once that bar fills up, the enemies, if not already beaten, start to run away, and personally I like to kick their asses while they're running because you get gold, and gold helps you buy stuff, and it also helps you get keys, and I don't know, gold is fun. I mean, don't we all like money? Money's money, you know, gold, money, same stuff. But once it fills up, they start running away like little babies, and you get to move on with the quest. The goal is to try to get to the end of the map. The map is a big, like, map-looking thing in the bottom right part of the screen, and you want to get to the boss, which is all the way at the end. And that boss is gonna be most of the time decently difficult. You will probably die quite a bit. I mean, as you can see in all this gameplay, I don't win any of my battles. I constantly keep dying. That's the point of this game, is that you're going to keep dying and you're going to rage and you're not going to have fun probably every time you play. But when you do have fun, it's going to feel rewarding in a way. There is no saving in this game. No saving at all. So when you do beat something, you know, you can't just come back to it. You die, you start from the beginning, whether you like it or not. That doesn't mean you have to keep playing. You can stop playing and come back later to where you are, but you cannot save. So if you die, you can come back to it. You can't do that. That's just how the game is. And it's a cool concept, but it makes the game much more difficult, and a lot of people don't really want to keep playing after, I don't know, maybe a couple times dying, or after maybe 20 minutes of, you know, getting your shit kicked in. But personally, I have not been able to play for more than 20 minutes at a time because I am ready to lose my sanity. That's how hard the game is for me. Strategy games aren't really my thing, but there's just something about this one that I really liked. I'm not saying I don't like it. I think it's a good game. I think it's got some cool concepts that I've never really done before because it's not my style, but I wanted to try it, and it's actually pretty cool. Now, as I've said a couple times already, you die a lot, and a lot, and a lot. And while you're playing, as you kill things, you collect these souls. Now, as you're about to see, I'm going to die right here. Yeah, see? Fades to white. And look. I'm in heaven. And those souls that I've collected are sent into that globe. And once you pick up a certain amount, once it fills up, every time that bar fills up, it gets higher and higher. Every time it fills up, you get an item. It's cool that you get that kind of stuff. It's cool that while you're playing, you are collecting stuff, so that way when you do die, you have some form of an accomplishment, hopefully. There's tons of heroes to select from. There's tons of spells. I mean, look at this list right here. I mean, there's tons of spells to get. And then when you go over to the items, I mean, there's tons and tons and tons of items. The game is supposed to have maybe 100 plus hours of gameplay. It just depends on the person. If you struggle a lot, you're going to have more than 100. I know damn well I'm going to have more. Probably closer to like an unlimited amount of time for me, because I'll never beat the game. I know that for a fact. I can't even get past the first boss in World 1. That's how bad I am. World 1 is very difficult for me. I know people that can't even get past World 2 and 3. Like, it's a tough game, and you have to have the patience to keep playing through it and keep playing through it. I mean, I just lost and I started up another game, as you can see right here. It's tough. The game's tough. I mean, I'll stop playing and I'll come back to it the next day. That's just how I have to play it, because personally I will lose my sanity, like I said earlier, if I play and keep dying and keep dying and keep dying. Like, that's the kind of game this is. While escorting the twin princess Ai to school, you're not just escorting them and fighting a bunch of bad guys. You're escorting them and coming across chests and the potential to come up to locksmiths who can give you keys. And by give you keys, I mean you buy keys. There's an unlimited key that you can purchase. But the point is to get this kind of stuff to help you get items, to help you beat these enemies. Like right there, that guy gave me gold. Thank you. Let's go buy keys. Let's go buy something, a spell. I don't know exactly. I haven't discovered everything yet. The game will take a long time to discover everything. And I mean, once again, it comes back to that 100 hours to that unlimited amount of hours. I mean, the combat in the game, it's very cool. The style of it's awesome. It's got kind of like a turn-based or real-time. It just depends on how you want to play. You can, every time you attack, time freezes. Like, look, it froze. You can change who you're going to fight as next. You can do the attacks while it's still frozen. And then you go back into real time and you regenerate your stamina so you can make your next attack, make your next move, try to plan things out quick. And if you really need to, you can hit L1. Or if you're playing Xbox, you can hit the left bumper. If you're playing PC, I don't know what you hit. If you're playing the Switch, hit the left, whatever it's called. And then you can freeze time to plan your next move or make your next move, whatever you want to do. You have these spells, as you can see in the bottom left where it shows all three of my heroes at the time. I'm using, well, I'm not exactly using it yet, but I've used like a fire potato. There's these fists that allow you to have a stronger attack. I mean, there's so many things that you can do to try and boost your way through these enemies. Sadly, I just don't know how to do it yet because I'm not good with strategy, but it's a fun game, and it's got so many things that you can do to try and win and try to come back every time you lose to make the run-through different from the previous one. And that's super cool, and I really like it. Now, enough about how much I might like the game and how much it might aggravate the hell out of me and how much I might lose my sanity from it. And let's get down to numbers, because everyone wants to hear numbers. On Metacritic, it got a 52 out of 100. That's kind of harsh. GameSpot gave it a 50. Fuck you, GameSpot. The best score that it got on Metacritic was from Nintendo Enthusiasts, and that was an 80. Now, those were the critic scores. The actual user score on Metacritic was a 7.6 out of 10. That's very different from the critic rating, which was a 52, which is like a 5.2. The best review that I saw was from Steam, and it got a 9 out of 10 overall user rating on Steam. That's pretty cool. If I had to give it a number, I would have to probably go 7.5-ish, and that's because it's a tough game. You're going to rage quit a lot. It's fun. That's the thing. At the end of the day, I think it's fun. I can't play it for long, but I could play it. That's the thing. If you can play it, it's probably because you're enjoying it, and I do enjoy it. I just think that it's hard. It's really difficult, and it's not like any game that I've ever really tried before. And I think the experience is different on every platform that you play it. And Xbox One and PlayStation 4 is not going to be the same as if you're playing it on the Switch. Playing on the Switch, that's a game you can take anywhere you go. That's actually pretty fun. Being able to sit in the car or on the train or on the bus, or even if you're on break at work, it's fun to play it anywhere you are. On the PC, it's probably useless. But I do think it's time for me to start wrapping this up. So what I want you to take from this video is that Has Been Heroes is hard, but it's fun. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and please let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Later, guys.